Indians are threatening strikes again, but if you take a look at how much they've got harvested, they don't have near as much harvested as the Brazilians. There's a lot of speculation on whether or not Brazil and Argentina, I guess, since they've got a big crop coming too, have the port facilities and the wherewithal to ship the beans that are needed to be shipped to fulfill the demand that was out there in the market. You know, we shipped a lot from the U.S., and every once in a while there's a load being bought again from us, and that has to be, you know, that's to our benefit. So it's kept the old crop beans to a premium to new crop. But the bottom line is that I think it's too late to kill the crop in Brazil and Argentina. You can strike all you want, and eventually you're going to sell those beans. You got to pay the bill. So, and they'll probably get some concessions from the union over there. However, there's a very good odds that the large crop they have there, and it's huge, 1.1 billion bushels, maybe 1.2 billion bushels more than we had last year in the world. So if you look at it, for what we've seen in the past years is that Brazil's crop usually comes on the market pretty heavily starting in April and May, and our exports fall off, which they've been falling off. Our latest exports have not been that robust, as we suspected in the export sales part of it. Actual exports have been keeping up because we had that sold, but future exports have been dropping off in favor of going to South America. Well, the drop in beans has made us a little more competitive. However, if they don't get all these beans moved, that means that they will probably extend the time period for their exporting of soybeans out of South America much longer than normal. Nobody's talking about that yet, but that's going to flow right into our harvesting time. So what we have not had to contend with before is by September 1st, South America would be out of beans, and then the world buys from us. Suddenly, next fall, in October, we may have beans to sell from the United States, and maybe it's 2 million acres more about the time that South America wants to get rid of theirs. So that's something to really look for, and you know, they're not going to store those beans forever, so they're going to be moved at some point in time. We just don't want them to come at the same time that we have them for sale, and especially if we happen to grow 2 or 2.5 million acres more, and we end up with a surplus of beans next fall. I don't know how low the market would have to go in soybeans to give Brazil a disincentive to plant just as we're harvesting. The last 2 years we've been used to seeing good prices in the fall because we got to tell the Brazilians to go ahead and plant them again. This fall, if we got a world surplus of beans, and of course we haven't grown them, we haven't harvested them yet, but if that were to happen, we would have a disincentive for Brazil to plant more acres, and certainly, and I don't know what price that is, but certainly a $7.50 bean number in the fall would not be hard to guess, certainly below $8 if that were to happen. So we've got a lot ahead of us, and hopefully weather can bail us out somewhere, and it gets dry somewhere else and not in the United States. But in the meantime, getting any open weather is going to make these guys pretty nervous in the market. And